It's being reported that Star Wars Battlefront 2 had nearly 1 million players last week.
Mandalore!
Now, if you haven't heard, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is back from the dead. It's experiencing a stunning resurgence, which seemingly has been fueled by a perfect storm of the game going on sale during May the 4th, combined with the success of Andor Season 2, which has caused the game's player count to skyrocket, hitting its highest number ever on Steam, and perhaps even in the game's lifetime. But the main reason for this actually happening is because as Star Wars fans, we have finally been reunified on something, and that's the demand of Battlefront 3. So during this past week, the Battlefront community has been calling for what they have coined a Battlefront 2 resurgence, where the goal was to break the Steam concurrent player peak of 10,345 players, which was set 4 years ago. And as of Saturday, the Battlefront 2 community broke its all-time concurrent player count for the Steam version of the game with a player count of 10,564, and as of Sunday, that record was absolutely smashed with a new record of 18,635 concurrent players on Steam. And as of making this video on a random Tuesday night, we've nearly tied that record at 17,495 concurrent players on Steam. And this doesn't take into account of everyone that's been playing on Xbox and PlayStation, the two biggest platforms for Battlefront 2, with PlayStation having the higher player count followed by Xbox, with these two platforms having hundreds of thousands concurrent players. Like some of the big Battlefront 2 YouTubers are saying that their inside sources with EA are saying that the game has had at least 300,000 concurrent players. But that's only Saturday's number, because as of Sunday, it was reported that nearly 500,000 players were on concurrently on all platforms, which is absolutely nuts for an 8-year-old game that was pretty much dead. But that's not all, because the game has been so popular that it's the top 3 trending game on both the Xbox and PlayStation Store, topping even Call of Duty, which is absolute madness to say. Additionally, the game is number 9 on the Steam top sellers list, surpassing even Marvel rivals. And not only are Star Wars Battlefront 2 gamers banding together for Battlefront 3, but also the former developers of EA's Battlefront 2 have joined in. You have the former community manager Ben Walk saying, "The Star Wars Battlefront 2 community wall never makes me not smile as I walk past it, a great symbol of passion, creativity, and in true Star Wars fashion, hope." You have former Battlefront 2 dev Matt Helg saying he and some ex-colleagues want to get the gang back together. You have who I believe is the art director for Battlefront 2, Ammo Mustafi, saying, "It's lovely seeing all the love for Battlefront 2. We loved building it, especially in live. It would have been amazing to find a way to keep it going as a live game. Might have gotten my Mandalorian Wars pitch in too, although the canon version would need some legends." Which is some crazy insight for what the future of Battlefront 2 could have been if live support continued. You know, it's pretty depressing to think that the content potential for Battlefront 2 that we actually got only scratched the surface for what they had planned. And to think and now know that we could have gotten the Mandalorian Wars, this would have most definitely rivaled the Clone Wars as a favorite era for us fans. Literally, we could have had Mandalorians against the Republic and the Jedi, who would have been led by Jedi Dooku, and we could have had Mandalorians versus Mandalorians, which would have been so amazing. And not to mention that we could have finally gotten a canonical story for the Mandalorian Wars. And something very noteworthy is all the love and appreciation for Battlefront 2 has even brought the former creative director Dennis Brandval back to Twitter, and he's thought of as the driving force behind Battlefront 2. Now, like with any cause, there's been some naysayers saying that nothing will come from everyone playing, but all of us banding together and playing the game that we love has absolutely been noticed, and all of us banding together has actually made an impact. I mean, look how many players have come back to the game. Look how much fun everyone's been having. What's happening is being covered by major gaming sources and major news outlets. And I've had people in my everyday life who've never played Battlefront 2 talk to me about what's happening and have even considered picking up the game and playing it for the first time. And sure, EA hasn't officially addressed the surge in Battlefront 2 as of yet, but technically they no longer own the rights for the future of Star Wars games. Who we really want to impress as a community that can make Battlefront 3 happen is Lucasfilm Games. So it's up to us to keep the pressure on Lucasfilm, so let's all have a blast playing the game, keep spamming that we want Battlefront 3 on everyone's post, and may the force be with us.